Well, hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. Um, my name is Stephen the Jupiterian here, and let me take this off so you can actually, yeah. Well, as you can see, I'm growing out my hair, and my gray is growing out. So yes. um, so today, let's see. We'll start with sharing the current time clock today, February 21st, 2025. It is 2:45 p.m. on the West Coast, or San Francisco, as you can see here. The moon is in Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter in Gemini. Which is opposing each other. See, here's that opposition. It's making a square to Saturn and Mercury. And Jupiter, oh, the moon is also in conjunct Mars, which is not an easy aspect. They're not on the same page. They don't see things the same. So yeah, that's quite the what you call it? Difficult pattern here with the moon and Mars. So the moon, your emotions, and Mars, how you're acting, well, they will not be working well together. Until tomorrow, well, later on today, maybe. Let's see if we move this into another hour. Oh, yeah. So let's see. Yes. So the moon went, yeah, later this evening or tomorrow morning, depending on where you are, or at least 9, close to 10 o'clock at night tonight on the West Coast. It'll be nearly 1 o'clock on the East Coast. So, yeah, that Mars and the moon will no longer be having this problem aspect wise, but they still are in aversion to each other. And then we'll move to almost 11. So tomorrow morning, the moon makes more squares to these Pisces, later degrees of Pisces. If you have planets in the later degrees of Pisces, well, or the late degree of Sagittarius or Gemini or Virgo, well, this could be this could be, these are squares. There's about some tension here that makes, well, it'll make you react or take action that's needed. So yes, that's a good thing, to take action in something. Let's see. And, and then later, Friday night, the moon moves into Capricorn, so it'll be more hardworking, more feeling more Capricornian. The moon will rule Saturn, Saturnian things. Well, it's moon in Pisces, but Saturn still um, is boundaries, but Saturn doesn't like boundaries in Pisces, or Pisces doesn't like boundaries being placed on them. So this could be interesting. And actually, by the 23rd, let's see, and then well, yeah, the 23rd, we have Mars going direct. Mars will be going direct February 3rd, 23rd, late in the evening, about 3 something. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see. Let's change this to hours. Good grief. I already did a video on this, but I wanted to reiterate. So if anybody's new here, please subscribe. Hit the like button, hit that notification bell to be notified when I post another video. Mars in Cancer is retrograde on at 4:50 or 5:50. Around 5 something. So let's move this back minutes. In minutes. 6. Well, let's see. All right. At about 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock-ish. Around 6, yeah. This Mars, yeah, 6. So 8 p.m. on the East Coast, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. So I don't know why that moved 15 minutes. but at 6 o'clock. Mars goes direct, stations direct. And then let's move into days. So let's move up to the 27th, because on the 27th, we have a new moon in Pisces on the 27th. The moon moves into Aquarius the 24th, the 25th, the 26th. And then on the 27th, yeah, we need to move this back an hour, because this new moon is happening at 9 degrees of Pisces. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And 40 minutes. 9 degrees, 40 minutes of Pisces. This new moon occurs. Oops, all right. Oops, the moon moved over, so yeah. And 9:44 p.m. the moon will be dark. We'll have a new moon on Thursday. So the sun and the moon will be ruled by Jupiter in Gemini, and Jupiter is ruled by Mercury in Pisces, and they are in each other's sign. Mercury is in Gemini's sign, and Jupiter is in Pisces sign. So this is a mutual reception. So communication will be reciprocated. And it'll be square. The sun and the moon will be square to Jupiter also. So this will be a very interesting time for some kind of action to be taking place of your well, Jupiter is values. Jupiter is spirituality, religion, and beliefs. And you'll be communicating those in a very interesting way with Mercury in Pisces. It'll be emotionally charged, but this square to the sun and moon will also bring in emotional, almost fated, something interesting may happen. And Ceres just moved into Pisces. So that'll be interesting too. On the 27th of this new moon in Pisces, with all these planets and this asteroid, Ceres, or a star, We have the North Node at 27 degrees of Pisces. Neptune at 28 degrees, getting almost at 29 at the end of the sign of Pisces. Pallas, this is Pallas Athena in Aquarius, conjunct Pluto. So this is going to be a very interesting time also. And the sun, oh, it's the, well, is the sun? Well, it's starting to make a trine to Mars. Now that Mars is in direct motion, only 6 minutes has moved since the 23rd. So this is going to be a very slow moving Mars. Once it starts to, yep, a slow moving Mars. And once it gains momentum, let's see, when does Mars start to move faster? It's going to be a very slow moving, yeah. Still slow. So March 5th, March 6th. Probably till April. March 15th, March 16th. Still moving slow. Mars is still moving slow. Yeah, conjunct, well, I'm sorry, not conjunct. It's trine to Saturn. And this is Vestal Flame in Scorpio. So yeah, digging deep into the psyche. Most likely. Let's see, is this moving? No, Mars is still moving slow. I didn't say until April. So Mars is still in Cancer, and the moon will be conjunct Mars on the 5th of April. Still moving slow. And then Mars moves into Leo. Still moving slow. April 18th, 19th, 20th. Yeah. Until it gets to, I believe, Mars at 6 or 7 degrees. Still moving slow. This Mars transit is very slow. May. When there's no other retrograde planets. Mercury did go retrograde, but we passed that because we're looking at Mars. And okay. Let's see. Let's move this into next month. Because next month will be when Mercury goes retrograde. On March, I believe March 2nd or 3rd, right? No, March. Whoops. I Googled it. Mercury moves into Aries. Venus is retrograde. And then Mercury catches up with Venus on the 11th. And then on the, whoops, 15th, yes, March 15th, Mercury moves retrograde. So, March will be a very interesting day, month, because we have these retrograde planets in Venus and Mercury. So we'll be redoing, rehashing over things, doing something again, over again, possibly. So yeah, Venus retrograde will be moving back into Pisces, and then it'll go into Aries at, I believe, what degree? What degree did Venus go retrograde? I think it was at oops, oh, good, right. March March 2nd, or the evening of March 1st. At 10 degrees 49 minutes, I believe. Or 50 minutes, all right. Close to that. 10 degrees and 50 something minutes. Venus moves retrograde. Let's get this precise timing. Hmm. 10 degrees 50 minutes. But this will be in the evening of March 1st. And on March 1st, I will be doing a live video for my 55th year or existence on this planet Earth, my 55th rotation around the sun. So Yes, my sun is at 11 degrees and 17 minutes, but that will be in the early morning or or in the morning. That the sun will be 11 degrees 17 minutes. But in the evening, Venus moves retrograde. And then we have a new shift of, of energy when Venus moves back into Pisces. We'll be moving back into Pisces. And so will Mercury. Mercury will move into Pisces, yes. So actually Venus moves back into Pisces. Sorry. This cough is not going away. But I do feel fine. So that's not terrible. And Venus goes back into Pisces on the 27th of March. Let me double check this. Right? The 27th of March. Well, Mercury is already retrograde, but Venus is retrograde also. And it goes back into Pisces. On the 27th, or it'll conjunct Neptune, yes. So that'll bring quite interesting transformation of time. This year will be a lot different. And next year, well, actually, let's move this to the 2026, March 2026. Yep. Neptune will be back into Aries, and Saturn will be in Aries. But at the end of this year, Saturn and Neptune will dip their toe into Aries and go retrograde. And then by January, Neptune and Saturn and Neptune will be moving back into Aries. So we'll see new things happening. Um, yeah. Alrighty. So I think that's all I wanted to share with you today. Stop my shares. So I welcome. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian. Actually, I do. Oh, wait a minute. I do astrology, and I also wanted to pull. I want to pull 3 cards for the month of March. Tarot cards. I have my tarot cards here. Let's pull 3 cards for. Well, ooh, the High Priestess jumped out. Okay. Okay. So we have the High Priestess. So this is very Cancerian. The moon is right there over her head. And then the 8 of Swords. Well, maybe feeling that a lot of ideas are swarming around that you can't seem to sort out, but it's all a reflection of what you're feeling. But in the final card, we have the Three of Cups. So there's a emotional bond that with a group of people, like-minded people. This could be well, like-minded people. This could be the Three of Cups is emotional ties with a specific group of people. And then on the bottom of the deck, well, let's see, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a very Jupiterian car. Jupiter, Jupiterian, yes. That's me, Stephen the Jupiterian. So you know, Wheel of Fortune underneath on the bottom. Well, actually, the things will be working out. I'll be taking a new direction, turning the wheel of fortune to your benefit. So that's what I have for you, everybody. And all right, my name is Stephen the Jupiterian, signing out. And just remember to breathe, take a deep breath. It'll be emotional. And like Betty Davis says, fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night from All About Eve. All right, so that's the end of my video. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and take care.